present Walt Disney's Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
Each week as you enter this timeless land, one of these many worlds will open to you. Frontierland, tall tales and true from the legendary past. Tomorrowland, promise of things to come. Adventureland, the wonder world of nature's own realm. Fantasyland, the happiest kingdom of them all. Presenting this week from Fantasyland, where do the stories come from? Now, your host, Walt Disney.
We have often been asked, where do we get the ideas for our stories? So on this program, we will try to answer in part this question. Potential story ideas exist all around us, and our storymen have been trained to closely observe everyday happenings with the thought of twisting a common occurrence into a cartoon story. Occasionally, we find that books are adaptable to cartoon ideas, or maybe a song will suggest a story. Now here's an example of how a story did originate from a song. We had theme songs for all our other cartoon characters except Donald Duck's girlfriend, Daisy. Now being one of our favorites, Daisy had to have a song. So we gave the assignment to one of our composers, Oliver Wallace.
Daisy. What rhymes with Daisy? Daisy, hazy, mazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy over Daisy. That's it. Crazy. I think that sounds like you, Donald. Crazy over Daisy. Well, that's it. Let's see what it'll do. Try it. Donald, I think you'll like that. We'll put it down. La-da-dee-da. Not bad. Continue. Okay, Donald boy. Let's play it once through. See how you like it.
And when I'm riding along the street, everybody that I meet says, there goes the guy that's crazy over sweet Daisy May. Daisy, Daisy, you're the one that's got me captivated.
And so Daisy had a theme song, but it didn't stop there. It was the inspiration for a story to be written for Donald and Daisy.
Everybody that
the music had a gay 90s theme, so a change of costume was in order. Now, when a fellow's going courting, a box of candy, flowers, and for transportation, a sporty convertible. And now, let's join Donald as he goes crazy over Daisy.
You're the one that's got me captivated. Every time you look at me, I get so addle-pated. And when I'm riding along the street, everybody that I meet says, there goes the guy that's crazy over sweet Daisy May.
You'll get a cut straight out of here and stand out.
Was Donald mean to you? What did the big bad man do? Stop! I've heard enough. Oh, 23 skidoo to you.
The castle.
So crazy over Daisy May.
With our experience in making true life adventure films, we meet many interesting animals. And by studying the antics of these little critters, we oftentimes develop a good cartoon story. In viewing the thousands of feet of true life adventure film that comes into the studio, we sometimes come across an animal that is a natural foil for one of our cartoon characters. Mickey and Pluto have been hunting pals for many years. They have hunted moose, bears, lions, and many other animals. So we thought a crafty little raccoon would be a match for their wits. It's not unusual that we consult an actor about his part in a picture. Some leading actors are pretty temperamental about their roles. Pluto would have quite a time tracking down one of these critters. Raccoons and hounds have always been natural enemies. And although hounds practically see with their noses, this advantage is offset by the raccoon's cunningness. By the use of many tricks and ruses, the raccoon can always find a safe hiding place. He's too smart for the dog. Well, with the tattletale in the crowd, of course, when the dogs tree a raccoon, the chase is over. And so Pluto was invited to join Mickey on a raccoon hunt.
Yeah.
Pluto was reminded that he'd have to have a pretty educated nose to catch up with this little guy. The raccoon looks like a pretty clever operator with his black mask. It was decided to make him a chubby little guy so Pluto would have a chance to catch up with him. How about it, Pluto? Think you can handle a raccoon? The story man begins his story in autumn, when the moon is big and yellow and the frost is on the pumpkin.
Yes, sir, folks. When the old harvest moon is big and yellow and the frost is touching up the pumpkins, it ain't no time for sitting home. Man, this is coon hunting time. Now, this here coon hunting is a mighty peculiar business. The hunter's plumb useless by himself. He's got to depend on an old coon dog with an educated nose. That old smeller of his is pulled onto a coon track just like it was a whopping big magnet. Now, some hunters say that a dog sees with his nose. Well, sir, it's a fact. And when he starts sniffing and snorting, his old nose is a-picking up a television picture that's just a spitting image of old Mr. Coon. That vision is so dad-burn real that the old dog starts baying at him. And man alive, that coon hunt is on.
Oh, boy! Woo-hoo! Put him on the tree, Pluto!
Now, when old Mr. Coon hears that dog is closing in, the tricks that he figures out to sidetrack the old hound are so fiendish that they're just downright human.
I got it, Pluto. Stick on. Hey, what's the big Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Mr. I mean, Mrs. Come on, Pluto.
Yes, sir. Coon hunting is a mighty interesting sport, and a coonskin cap means a lot, especially to a coon.
Historical events have even inspired cartoon stories. During World War II, when some of our boys went down to take their physicals, they remembered many amusing experiences and thought it would be fun to put Donald Duck through the same ordeal. So let's see what happens when Donald Duck visits his draft board.
Shaggle up. I'm gonna be a flyer. You know, one of those guys that just, I came from a family of aliens. My father warned you not just in the front
Well, you sign here, sign here.
Yes, sir. Got it, now, can I fly?
Fly? Well, first you better pass your physical examination.
Oh, fool. That's a sledge.
Okay, buddy, through that door. What's his name?
Donald Duck. Take his pulse.
Nothing here. Open your mouth. Now say, ah.
What kind of a...
Flappy.
What color is this red card?
Red.
And this green one?
Blue.
Blue? That's close enough.
Can you hear this?
Hat size?
9 3/4.
Chest?
14 1/2.
Sleeve length?
17 3/4.
Okay, soldier.
March around the field all day long. That's what I do. March, 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 march. I wanna fly.
Hey, you! Get in step! Left, 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 right, left. Company, halt! 1, 2.
What recruit will ever forget the tender, loving care that was given to him by his first top sergeant?
Halt!
Hi, Sergeant.
About face! Company, dismissed. I'm gonna give you a special training.
Yes, sir.
Left shoulder, hard. Present, hard. Hump. Forward, hard. Hump. You're hopeless. Oh. You ain't no soldier.
Throwing all that stuff. I can't.
What was that?
I didn't say nothing.
You've got to learn discipline, see?
The Army's not the Army anymore. It's better than it's ever been before. The sergeant isn't tough anymore. He's careful not to bore you. Just tell him when you're feeling spuds and he will feel them for you. For the Army's not the Army anymore.
Remember that first long hike? Let's see how Donald reacts to it.
5 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
Oh, boy. Food. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Hey, you!
Yes, sir.
It's your tent!
After supper, please.
Right now!
Yes, sir.
Fall in!
Huh?
Forward!
Hobbies are another fertile field for cartoon ideas. Millions of people enjoy various hobbies, and among the largest of these groups are the model railroad enthusiasts. In the United States alone, there are about 6 million people who build and operate these scale model railroads. And here at the studio, there's several of us who haven't escaped the bug. One of our key animators, Ollie Johnston, is one of these backyard hobbyists. After sitting at the drawing board all day, Ollie finds great relaxation on weekends gathering the fellow hobbyists in the backyard of his Flint Ridge home. Ollie estimates that it took over 4,000 hours to build his model steam engine patterned after the Baltimore and Ohio. Great pride is taken in the fact that every little part is built to perfect scale, even the coal shovel. This model steam engine has to have the same care and upkeep as its big brother. These fellows take their hobby pretty seriously, even to dressing the part. Except for the size of the train, you might think you were in a real railroad yard. Not only is everything kept in perfect scale, but also correct hand signals are given while operating the train. But before the boys can get down to serious business, they first have to pacify their families with a ride. Kids and grown-ups alike seem to be fascinated with model railroads. All aboard? And now, back at the depot, the board of directors holds a serious confab, comparing notes and exchanging ideas on their various models. And not to be outdone by their families, the board takes a tour of inspection. Another of our gang, Ward Kimball, who directs our Tomorrowland television series, started out building small train models, but then went a step further with the railroad hobby. Ward heard that a narrow gauge, life-size locomotive that had seen better days was to be junked for scrap metal. Ward saved her life and had the engine shipped to his home in California. Between 1881 and 1939, this old Baldwin locomotive proudly hauled passengers on the Nevada Central Railroad between Battle Mountain and Austin, Nevada, a distance of 100 miles. But now, in the warmth of Ward's backyard orange grove, she was to spend her old age happily running back and forth on 900 feet of track. With the help of friends, the engine was unloaded for restoration to its former glory. Many hours were spent cleaning, polishing, and getting it into running order. In the meantime, others were busy laying the track. At last, after 2 years of facelifting, the Emma Nevada was steamed up and ready for her second first run on the Grizzly Flats Railroad. Friends celebrated the day and arrived in costumes befitting the occasion. It was an exciting day for Ward Kimball and his friends as the Emma Nevada made her first trip down past the train depot and out into the wilderness of the orange grove. I think most everyone is fascinated by trains, including myself. When the model train bug hit me, I decided my locomotive would be modeled after a Central Pacific locomotive that was built in Sacramento in the year 1872. Its old-time diamond stack intrigued me. It was built to a scale of 1.5 inches to the foot. After the track layout had been worked out on paper, 3 months were spent excavating my backyard to fit the plan of the layout. By careful planning on blueprints, we were able to lay about 2,600 feet of track. Tunnels and trestles were used in a practical way to fit the terrain of the yard, but they also added to the scenic beauty of the layout. Of course, the hardest part of the job was convincing my wife that the flower beds had to go. But with the winning of the right-of-way, the job continued. The tracks were laid on perfect scale redwood ties over a 2-inch layer of crushed rock ballast. The rail spikes were dipped in rosin to hold better in the redwood ties. Then the ballast was tamped between the ties with the help of a crew that had actually had experience laying track for a big railroad. While waiting for the locomotive to be completed, my impatience got the best of me. I decided to take a trial run without it. I didn't know I had company. My daughters and friends were on hand with their reaction. Dad's at it again. Many of the castings and fittings of the locomotive were machined in the studio machine shop and assembled there before delivery to the backyard layout. The locomotive and tender weigh about 500 pounds, and this amazing little boiler generates enough steam to haul about 2 tons. With the arrival of the locomotive, it made it easier to complete the laying of the track. It was a big help to haul ballast in the gondolas. I might point out again how important it is to the railroad hobbyist that everything is built to perfect scale. We had a visitor drop in one Sunday from the 20,000 League set. And just like the rest of us, Kirk Douglas soon had the bug himself. After a little coaching, Kirk was right at home as one of my guest engineers. The fascination of model trains doesn't stop with the layman. Several of my friends who have actually been engineers on the big trains like to spend their Sundays hauling kids around on the little ones. With so many of us interested in model trains, it wasn't too much of a surprise when our story department came up with a cartoon idea about this hobby. Let's see what happened.
Sit still. This place out of scale. Gotta get rid of this. Ah, this is more like it. Going somewhere? This is something to write home about. You've got a hole in your hair. Oh, you're late again. Don't you ever get enough? You're getting quite the waistline. Why not? What's the big idea? We don't know. You're on the scale. Those guys are too big. Where did I go? I don't know. Wait! Come on, let's take a look. What do you think you're doing? You wanna see that? You want to be proud? Oh, yeah? There's it! Get the best! I'll get those little... Wow, what do you know? Just that! That's for you! Is everything all right? Thank you. Isn't that cute? Uh-oh. Good luck. Ah, cute little photos. Uh-oh. I'll have some fun.
Next week from Fantasyland, we will present The Story of the Silly Symphonies. Here now are a few scenes from that show.
Next week, Walt Disney brings you The Story of the Silly Symphony. In The Practical Pig, see the two frivolous brothers captured by the big bad wolf.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
And prepared for roasting by the three little wolves. See the marvelous lie detector invented by the Practical Pig and what it did to the big bad wolf.
Where are my brothers?
Your brothers? Never heard of them.
You'll see how the Disney artist studied and drew the three orphan kittens from live models. A story of three abandoned kittens who found a new home and promptly got into mischief. Follow the exciting adventures of little Hiawatha as he sets out to explore the forest. Mighty hunter Hiawatha. In the old mill, a haven of safety is threatened by the fury of a storm. Next week, you'll see the Academy Award-winning Ferdinand the Bull, based on the best-selling book by Monroe Leaf. Ferdinand, who loved to sit quietly under a tree and smell the flowers. One day, when they came to choose bulls for the bullfight, The Story of the Silly Symphony, next week with Walt Disney in Fantasyland. This has been an ABC Television Network film presentation.